specialize in releasing bank levies, wage garnishment, and finally...
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom. This is Tom's Radio Room Show. And this is another radio from Jeff's collection. I'm calling this the Cadillac of emergency radios. And I'm going to try to show you why I call it the Cadillac. Now, we're going from the little tiny, inexpensive radio to probably the most expensive radio in this group of radios that he brought me. He brought me 20 radios. This is the CCRadio Solar Digital AM FM Weather Alert Wind Up Emergency Radio. And it is really nice. And I'm going to try to show it to you right now. It's kind of a brick design about, it's a little smaller than a brick, but it's heavy. Got a nice kind of rubberized band around it to protect it. All the joints and everything are really smooth. This is rubberized right here. Nice big display. It really looks nice. And it performs great. It uses either an internal 3.7 volt, 18650 rechargeable battery, which is removable, or AA batteries. AA batteries, 3 AA batteries. And it can be charged by this solar panel or the crank on the back. I've got the battery cover off so you can see the batteries. There's the 18650, and then there's a place with the 3 AAAs. There's the crank to crank charge it. It also has a set of connectors right behind, whoops, gotta put this antenna down before I break it. Right behind this little door here. Again, it kind of seals it so it doesn't get moisture in there. This is the auxiliary input because it can be used as a amplified speaker. These are the charging ports for, this is the charging port for the radio, the battery, battery I just showed you. This is the switch, as is noted, to switch between the AA batteries and the rechargeable battery. This is the USB output to charge your cell phone or whatever, and this is the earphone bud jack. And this seals off. You push this in and seals off nice. There's the volume control. Up here we have the on-off. Over here we have the band select, AM, FM, no weather. And then this is the button for the light. Whoa, it is a bright light. Hope that didn't hurt my camera. And you can see down there, this has got one of those little wafers. So the light is equally distributed. And it's got a nice shiny shell there to reflect all the light. There's a place to put a lanyard. Telescopic antenna. This is the tuning buttons. You can either tune by just at one step at a time by just pushing the button, or you can push and hold and it will scan for the next strongest signal. It does not store. You have to manually store. So when you find a station you like, you push and hold one of these buttons and it will store it in a memory locations. You can also push the 3 and the 5 buttons simultaneously and it will go into the page mode, and so then you can select a page which gives you 5 memory locations. So you get a total of 25 storage locations. You can see the nice bright display here. There's the battery indicator, mode indicator, the frequency, the signal strength, the page number. We're on page 1. It defaults to page 1. really a nice looking radio. I mean, CCRadio radios are expensive, but they are high quality radios. Now, let me look at my notes here and see what I've missed, because it has a lot of features. I told you about the batteries, told you about the charger, told you about the switch to change between battery types, backlit display, turn it on and off, see, there's the, now it's off, and then it's a clock. It's also a clock. It has a clock, an alarm you can set, a sleep timer function, and a beep defeat, whatever, beep cancel. So you don't have to listen to the beeps when you're pushing all the buttons. It can tune between either 9 kilohertz per step or 10 kilohertz per step on AM. And it tunes the normal FM band for the United States, plus if you go to the 9 kilohertz tuning, the FM band will expand from 76 to 108 megahertz. Has a high-powered audio mode. So if you're connecting a device that doesn't put out much audio, you can punch that button and it will boost the audio some more. You can activate 1 kilohertz AM tuning. Wow. I told you this is a Cadillac. And it has 3 AM bandwidths. 6 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz, or 2.5. This is a Cadillac. It's got everything. I think that's about it. It does pick up a lot of stations. Even in my office here, where I've got a lot of interference, it picked up more than, on FM, it picked up more than 25 stations. So I filled up the memory banks. On the AM or medium wave band, like most radios, it gets a lot of interference in this room. Outside this room, it works fine. I want to thank Jeff for loaning me this radio. I really, really like it. See, this is even rubberized. Keeps it, you know, when you kind of drop it, kind of bounces a little bit, protects it. You can't even see the seams, they're so perfect. Really, really nice. It does, like I say, it costs $99. That's what it costs. But if you want an emergency radio that you can depend on, this is it. With the use of AA batteries, use of the rechargeable battery, or using a solar panel for recharging, which is quite large, much larger than most of the cheap emergency radios, and you can use the crank to charge it or charge your cell phone. Pretty nice. This is the CCRadio Solar. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and have a great day. Thanks to Jeff for loaning me these radios.